Hey everybody, this is Flo of Journal the Journey, Relaxer Edition. Today we're going to be talking about some non-traditional things that are actually traditional, but not hair care oriented necessarily, that I've done to my hair to grow it back. So if you saw my first video, which was all about how I lost my hair in the back of my head and how it grew back, and I showed the pictures and all that good stuff. Today I want to talk about some of the things that I did that's kind of outside of just really waiting for time to pass by, and the proactive things that I did to help with my hair thrive. So the first thing, and you probably have heard it before, and I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but you are what you eat, and that includes what you drink, and I always start with water. So I don't wear makeup in any of these videos. I'm 45 years old, and I just don't do it in my normal day-to-day. And what I do is I make sure I'm completely hydrated every day. So sometimes that can be tough. I do not like cold water, so what I do is I don't know how many ounces this is, but it's a lot. And this I know is about 16 ounces. I make sure that I drink 2 of these in the morning and 2 of these in the afternoon. And that's gonna get my 8 servings of 8-ounce glasses of water every day, guaranteed. So in the morning, I just gulp this down. I go to the gym, I'm drinking water throughout the workout, so I know I'm getting some there, but I don't count that. Then I go home and I make sure I drink another glass. And then later in the afternoons, I just make sure I get 2 in the morning and 2 glasses in the evening. And so afternoon, I make sure I do another 2 glasses, and then I'm done about 6 o'clock, because the worst thing for you is that you wet the bed or feel like you're gonna pee at night. So you wanna make sure you get those glasses of water in pretty quickly. And that's how I do it. I also track it. So I'm gonna be talking about this journal a little bit later and some of the things that I think will help with your hair journey. But I journal everything. This is called Journal the Journey. If you write it down, so if you can see here, I wrote down, I just did little tick marks of, did I get it in? And that gives me a visual representation of whether I've done it or not. And, I don't always have this on me, but I try to. So if I drink some water when I'm out and about, I can just go ahead and mark it off. Also diet, so that's the second area. I have a thing of eggs. I know they're like $1 million, although I did get some from a farmer's market or a farmer locally, and it was $3 for 18 eggs. That was amazing. So they are an arm and a leg, but if you think about all the things that you're doing for your hair, as far as if you're getting a relaxer, if you're going someplace, or even if you do it on your own, it costs money. And some of the things that you fuel your body with, they're gonna cost a little bit more sometimes, depending on supply and demand and what's going on with the egg industry specifically. But you wanna give good proteins into your body. Here's some salmon that I picked up, or my husband picked up when he went grocery shopping. I make sure that I have that a couple of times a week. And I love a bagel and lox, so it just makes it easy. Or you can make your own salmon. It's great for your hair. And I love avocados. I do Taco Tuesdays all the time, and I just put that in there. Or I put it on a salad. A lot of people like avocado toast and nuts. These I keep a little basket in my pantry, and it just has a bunch of nuts and good things that I can just grab and go snacks that I know are going to fuel my hair. Also curb my hunger. I'm actually recently just lost 10 pounds in a month. And one of the things that I did was just kind of make sure I put good things in my body so I wasn't hungry. And I will be journaling the journey for that weight loss piece, because it was very, very, very difficult, because I actually have a back disease. So I gained a ton of weight because of that. So if you want some more information about that, I would definitely be sharing that in this channel, but I digress. I wrote down notes, so I'm actually gonna go back on my computer that just logged myself out, kind of share the next area. Okay, so that's about fueling your body, and I called this Eat Me for a reason. It's because that's really important, what you put in your body, but sometimes you're deficient, and because of different reasons, just hereditary, a lot of people who are African-American, like myself, not that everybody who's African-American relaxes their hair, or it's exclusive to African-Americans relaxing the hair, but a lot of people who do relax their hair happen to be African-American, but not all. A lot of people culturally, I think, are iron deficient. I am anemic, and I found out when I was pregnant with my daughter, but that does, I found out, affect the hair. So I was wondering why I was shedding so much, and you definitely want to go and consult your health professional. Don't just go, WebMD. But I did get on an iron supplement, and that has been really helpful. Some other supplements that I take, I don't know if it's a placebo, but they're very, very good. And if I have a candy craving, I love these Alive vitamins. So I do those. And then I take a traditional multivitamin. Recently, because my girlfriend a few of my girlfriends have been doing it, and I like the results. It's more from a aging perspective, but it also helps with the hair, but the collagen, which I actually put in my coffee, although I realized I got the berry flavored, so this is going to be going into protein shakes. I don't want to waste that, and I've already opened it, and I go to this local place that will not take it back. But really just seeing, maybe get your blood work done and see what you're deficient in, and seeing if there's a way that you can incorporate that into your diet the old-fashioned way. But if you can't, there's nothing wrong with supplements. It's great to get it from the earth, but sometimes, like, for example, magnesium, we need magnesium, but we don't have it naturally occurring in our diet or in our body. So we need an external source for it. And we used to get it all the time because we used to walk around barefoot. It's like in the dirt and in the ground. We don't do that anymore. So magnesium, and I also take magnesium, but for something completely different. That's a very good example of a supplement that you probably need to add to your diet that you're maybe not getting. So diet. Okay, moving on to things that are a little bit more traditional. And I work out every day, so my hair sweats a lot. When I was younger, I used to think, and this is going to sound gross, but I think some of you can relate. I used to think that like getting scabs in your hair and like a lot of dandruff was just a part of being the experience. I think that sometimes there are things within our diet that cause us to have that. Like I have eczema, which is one of the reasons why I drink a lot of water, and I don't really drink a lot of like sodas and things like that because I get flare-ups. And you can get them in your head, but I used to get scabbing and things like that. I've been relaxing my hair since I was a little kid, and I just thought that was just part of getting a relaxer. And then that was just, part of, you don't wash your hair all the time. And there's no problem with that. But with your sweating and things like that, if you're going more than really a week or 2 weeks, for me, it's a week. And sometimes I wash a little bit more. As a sweater and as somebody who works out almost every day, I have to rinse out at least my hair or wash it and get some of that buildup off that, for whatever reason, the salt and the sweat is really not beneficial for my hair. So one of the things that I do when I'm washing my hair is I have a scrubber and I gently kind of exfoliate after a certain wash. So, which also goes to another point, is I do clarify my hair every single week. And a lot of people will do it just once a month. But one of the things that I think has really helped me with just not having any scabbing and not having any dandruff, I couldn't believe it. Hallelujah. I thought that just was a thing that you had. I don't have dandruff. And I think clarifying my hair personally has helped. This one is the Redken Hair Cleansing Cream. So I don't know if it's even really a clarifier. They also have something called a detox, but it acts like a clarifier for me. And I love this product. I also follow it up with a more moisture-rich shampoo after that to kind of put some hydration and the nice slippy feel, because this is like a stripper. So this really does help with, making it a little bit better as far as the feel. But I feel like those two things combined has really helped my hair just thrive. And getting into another area, which I will do a tutorial on this, is I blow dry my hair and I flat iron it every week. I never thought I'd be able to do that, especially with somebody with fragile hair. And I will say that if your hair is in recovery, you definitely don't want to maybe blow dry it. You might want to roller set, and I will do a roller set tutorial eventually, because that's all I used to do for years and years and years. But now I exclusively blow dry. My hair is about, last time I washed my hair was Friday, and it is Thursday. No, it's Wednesday. So we're going on 5 days, and I worked out every day. My hair still has movement, and I feel like one of the reasons why it doesn't do the things that it used to do as far as looking sticky and gross is because I blow dry it. I think the heat actually helps. So I'll go more into my philosophy behind that, but I've heard a lot of hairdressers say the heat's not the enemy. It's just kind of how you use it and abusing it, and you just can't abuse it. So we'll talk about that in another video because this video is getting long, but definitely I think that that has contributed to the thrivingness of my hair is actually blow drying it and flat ironing it. Last thing that is a little bit different, and I have a life coaching background, so if I seem kind of like woo-woo, I am, but I really feel that stress is a killer of your tresses. So the stress will kill your tress. And so sometimes if, when you're really going through it, there have been documentations of people's hair literally falling out from an excess of stress. So I'm just going to give you some tips on how to really de-stress so that your tress and you can be blessed. Okay, I'm not a rapper, but you can tell I was trying to have a riff there. But no, some things that you can do to help you kind of just stay grounded and just realize that things are going to be okay. And it's important for not just your hair, but everything else in your life. How you do one thing is how you do everything. I had a mentor share that with me, and it is very, very true. But one of the things that a few things that you can do to relieve the stress is just have some kind of meditation or prayer or breath routine where if you're stressed, just taking a breath and releasing it is so beneficial. You can also do some type of prayer if that's in your constitution, if that's something that really serves you. Definitely, pray for guidance or just assistance in whatever you're struggling. There are true struggles in this world that will hurt us. None of us leave a charmed life. So there are real tragedies. And as you get older, I'm 45. I've lost people this year not this year, but the the end of last year that are very close to me. And, that's just one of the things in life. So I think that our brains naturally go to the negative. It's just a survival mechanism. But one of the things that we can do to take back our power is speak truth into that. So one of the other things that I like to do is keep a gratitude journal in this same book that I have for my food and my diet, and just some other free thought things that I'm just feeling that day. I also keep a gratitude journal, and I try to do 10 items of gratitude. I've been doing this for years, and a mentor introduced it to me, but it just helps you kind of see that there's beauty in every day, even in the pain. And so even when you're struggling, it's a good idea to kind of say, you know what, I'm breathing today. So that going back to that breath work. So those are the few things that can really help you if you're struggling, just writing it out, and just being very, very grateful. Lastly, if you are having a challenge, I would just think about, and I do this at night, and sometimes I journal it, or sometimes I don't. But I say, okay, there is a solution to this. And it could be something that you can't change, but there's a solution on how you're feeling towards a certain thing. And if you ask yourself that before you go to bed, your unconscious mind, for some reason, oftentimes comes up with a solution for it, whether it's something at work or something you're dealing with your kids. Even for this particular video, the reason why this video exists is because I'm new to YouTube. Shocker, I know, but I'm new to it, and I have challenging myself to put out a video a week on a timely manner. So it's Wednesday, it has to go out. I got to edit this, and it's not going to be rough editing today, believe me. But my goal is to put out the content, and my computer where I had my videos on, I didn't realize you need external drive. So that's how new I am to this. My MacBook is completely full, child, completely. So I need to go and buy that external disk, and I have all this content of something brilliant I was going to show you guys today, and I can't do it. So I remapped and I thought about, okay, there's got to be a solution for this. And I just said, you know what, do what you know. You have a coaching background. Give them something that, somebody maybe needs to hear this message. Hair is vain. I know it's not the most pressing, thing in people's lives, but it is important to some people, and it's important to me. That's why I was distraught when I lost it all on the back. But there's other things that are more important. And I know I have some things that I know can serve people and that they need to hear these things. And for whatever reason, the messaging that I wanted to share with y'all today isn't gonna work. But what's gonna work? What I already know I have and what I can give away and can share that can guide you, hopefully, wherever you are in your life. And that could be beyond hair. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but this was on my heart to share. And I hope you received some value from today's kind of talk. It wasn't expected, obviously, but as always, subscribe, share what you're taking away, comment on some of the things that you do to help your hair, stay thriving and surviving on your head. And until next time, remember to embrace the beauty of your life journey. This is Flo, signing off.